Yeti, Cybermen, we've seen some times, Doctor.
And Omega. Don't forget Omega.
As if I could.
And the terrible Zodin.
Who?
Oh, you weren't concerned with her, were you? No, she happened in the future. They were covered in hair. They used to hop like kangaroos.
Hello Dalek Mod fans, Dalek here, and welcome to another episode of Isolated Reviews. This is the series where we take one block, item, or feature of the Dalek Mod and isolate it from everything else in order to focus on it in detail. In this episode, we will be covering the Second Doctor's fur coat. The Second Doctor's fur coat can be found in the Creative menu under the Dalek Mod Clothing tab. It is a great piece of clothing to wear when one is in a cold environment and cares more about looking cool than about wearing proper armor. The texture of the coat is akin to the one the Doctor wore in the show. It was worn by the Second Doctor in the stories The Abominable Snowman and The Five Doctors. The coat can be worn by the player by right-clicking with it or by inserting it into the chestplate armor slot. Wearing it grants the player absolutely no armor points whatsoever and is merely a decorative clothing item. However, this can be bypassed as the coat can be enchanted, not from an enchanting table, but by using enchanted books and an anvil. Interestingly, when in creative mode, the fur coat can be combined with books containing any enchantment, not just those for armor as one would suspect. This does not work in survival. Also, this does not work with commands used in creative mode, and only armor enchantments can be applied. When enchanted, it takes on the usual glowing enchantment effect. An odd quirk with the coat is in the model's behavior. When nothing is in the player's main hand, the coat sleeve will remain slightly forward and will not match the player's resting arm. When the main hand is switched in the player's settings, the opposite sleeve will do this. When the player attacks, the sleeve will not follow the player's animation, and will only line up when the player is holding an item in their main hand, though the sleeves will move when the player walks. The most exaggerated example of this odd behavior can be seen in the Minecraft Classic dimension, when the player has the classic walking animation, which the coat refuses to imitate. The Second Doctor's fur coat can be crafted with 4 brown wool blocks and 2 pieces of bone meal arranged as shown. Thank you for watching this episode of Isolated Reviews featuring the Second Doctor's fur coat. Please rate, subscribe, and share this video, and leave a comment in the section below saying what block, item, or feature of the Dalek Mod you would like to see in a future episode.